They hurt you. The hurting was real. Was their patterns harming you? Was their defended position damaging relationship? Was their withdrawal creating pain? Was their emotional unavailability leaving you feeling unseen? Was their taking you for granted making you feel unvalued? Was their inability to meet your needs creating sustained suffering? They hurt you through all of this, through patterns that operated consistently, through defended behavior that prioritized their comfort over your well-being, through choosing defended safety over partnership health. The hurting happened over time, happened repeatedly, happened in ways that accumulated until accumulated hurt became unbearable, until staying meant accepting continued hurt, until leaving became necessary for protecting yourself from a person whose patterns were harming you. You left. Left because hurt was too much. Left because patterns weren't changing. Left because staying was betraying yourself. Left to protect yourself from continued harm their defended position was creating. And now, after you left, after they hurt you enough that you chose yourself, they're hiding from you, hiding from the situation, hiding from facing what they did, creating distance, maintaining absence, avoiding contact, refusing to face you. The hiding is obvious, is them making themselves completely unavailable, making themselves unreachable, creating defended distance that prevents any interaction, preventing any confrontation, preventing any facing of what happened. The hiding looks like indifference, looks like they don't care, looks like they hurt you and moved on without looking back, looks like your leaving didn't affect them, looks like they're fine maintaining complete separation. The appearance communicates, I hurt you, you left, I'm hiding because I don't care enough to face what I did. The communication is lie. Is appearance contradicting reality? Is hiding presenting as indifference when hiding is actually opposite of indifference? Because beneath the hiding, beneath the defended distance, beneath the maintained absence, beneath the refusal to face you, they want something specific, want something desperately, want something their hiding is designed to protect them from having to directly admit they want. Understanding what they actually want deep down, what the hiding is protecting, what desire the distance is defending against, what the absence is meant to prevent them from having to vulnerably express, helps you see what's really happening beneath surface appearance of indifference. But understanding what they want doesn't mean you should give them what they want, doesn't mean their hidden desire creates your obligation to provide, doesn't mean understanding their psychology requires you to accommodate their defended strategy of hiding while wanting. You can understand what they want while maintaining boundary that protects you from giving someone who's hiding what hiding prevents them from directly asking for. What they actually want, deep down, the specific desire, the hiding protects them from having to admit. Beneath the defended hiding is specific want that drives the hiding. Understanding what they want helps you see what hiding serves without obligating you to provide what's wanted. They want you to pursue them despite their hiding, wanting you to prove you care enough to chase them, even when they're refusing contact, testing whether love is unconditional. Deep down, they want you to pursue them despite hiding, to chase them despite distance, to reach out despite their creating absence, to prove you care by refusing to accept their hiding as final, to demonstrate love is strong enough to persist despite their defended withdrawal, to show you're not giving up on them even when they're making themselves unavailable. The wanting is test. Is them wanting to know, will you love me even when I'm hiding? Will you pursue me even when I'm refusing contact? Will you prove caring is unconditional by chasing me despite my making myself unavailable? The test is what hiding serves their need to know if you'll pursue despite their defensive distancing, serves their desire for proof that love transcends their defended behavior. The wanting you to pursue reveals something about their psychology, reveals they believe love that doesn't chase isn't real love. Love that accepts distance isn't unconditional love. Love that respects their hiding is love that doesn't care enough. So hiding becomes test. Test of whether you'll prove love by refusing to accept hiding, by pursuing despite distance, by chasing despite their making themselves unavailable. The test is deeply flawed. Is them creating defended distance, then wanting you to violate that distance as proof you care? Is them hiding then wanting you to find them as demonstration of love? Is them refusing contact, then wanting you to insist on contact as evidence you're committed? The flaw is, test requires you violating boundary they're creating, requires you pursuing someone who's hiding, requires you proving love by refusing to respect their chosen distance. They want this despite the wanting being contradictory. Want you to respect their patterns while proving love is strong enough to override their patterns. Want you to accept their defended position while demonstrating you won't let defended position separate you. Want distance while wanting you to close distance. Want hiding while wanting you to find them. Want absence while wanting you to insist on presence. All contradictory. All them wanting both, wanting defended protection and wanting proof you care enough to penetrate defended protection. The contradiction is what makes test impossible, is what makes no response fully satisfying. If you pursue despite hiding, you're violating distance they created. If you respect hiding, your failing test of proving love transcends their defended behavior. Either way, they get evidence supporting whatever they're afraid of. Pursue, and you're not respecting their boundaries. Don't pursue, and you don't care enough. The test is designed to confirm their wounds regardless of what you do. But understanding they want pursuit doesn't mean you should pursue. Doesn't mean their hidden desire creates your obligation to chase someone hiding. Doesn't mean you should participate in test designed to confirm their wounds regardless of outcome. You can understand what they want, pursuit despite hiding, while refusing to provide pursuit that serves their defended test. Your understanding their psychology doesn't create your obligation to accommodate their psychology. They want you to pursue. You can choose not to pursue someone who's hiding, because pursuing someone hiding rewards hiding with attention. Rewards defended distance with pursuit. Teaches them hiding as effective strategy for getting proof you care. Don't teach this. Don't pursue someone hiding. Let hiding be hiding. Let distance be distance. Let their test go unanswered, because test is flawed, and participating in flawed test serves them without serving you. They want you to feel guilty for leaving, wanting you to believe their hiding is your fault, that your leaving caused their retreat, absolving them of responsibility for patterns that caused leaving. Deep down they want you to feel guilty, to feel responsible for their hiding, to believe their current state is your fault, to think, I caused this by leaving. I'm responsible for their pain. I should have stayed despite hurt. I should have given more chances, despite patterns persisting. I should have been more patient, despite patience lasting years without change. The wanting you to feel guilty serves them, serves by making your leaving the problem instead of their patterns being the problem. Makes your choice the cause of current situation instead of their behavior being the cause. Makes you responsible for their hiding instead of them responsible for patterns that necessitated your leaving. The guilt they want you to feel accomplishes a specific thing for them, accomplishes absolving them of responsibility. If you feel guilty, if you believe your leaving caused their hiding, then they're not responsible for patterns that cause leaving, not responsible for hurt that made leaving necessary, not responsible for defended position that made relationship unsustainable. Your leaving becomes the problem. Your choice becomes the cause. Your boundary becomes the thing that hurt them instead of their patterns being the thing that hurt you. The reversal serves them, serves their defended position, serves their need to avoid facing that their behavior caused the ending, serves their desire to make you responsible for current situation instead of them being accountable for patterns that created current situation. The hiding serves the guilt creation, serves by communicating, look what your leaving did to me. I'm so hurt I'm hiding. I'm so damaged I can't face you. I'm so devastated I need complete distance. All of this creates implication. You did this. Your leaving caused this. You're responsible for my current state. The implication is designed to create guilt, to make you feel bad for choosing yourself, to make you question whether leaving was right choice, to make you consider, maybe I should reach out, maybe I should apologize, maybe I should try to fix what my leaving broke. All guilt-driven thoughts that serve them, that make you responsible for managing consequences of their patterns instead of them being accountable for patterns creating consequences. But their wanting you to feel guilty doesn't mean guilt is justified, doesn't mean your leaving caused their hiding, doesn't mean you're responsible for their current state. You left because they hurt you, because patterns were harming you, because staying was betraying yourself. Your leaving was necessary boundary. Was you protecting yourself from continued harm? Was appropriate response to sustained hurtful patterns? Their hiding is their response to your boundary. Is their choice about how to handle you leaving? Is them choosing defended distance over facing what they did? Is their responsibility, their choice, their response. Not your fault, not your responsibility, not caused by your leaving, caused by them choosing to hide instead of choosing to face. Your boundary doesn't create their hiding. Their defended psychology creates their hiding. Don't accept guilt for their choice to hide. Your leaving was necessary. Their hiding is their response. Both true. Only first one is your responsibility. They want reassurance you still care without having to be vulnerable first. Wanting proof of your feelings while hiding protects them from having to risk revealing theirs. Deep down they want reassurance. Reassurance you still care. Reassurance they still matter. Reassurance possibility still exists. Reassurance you're leaving doesn't mean you stopped loving them, but they want reassurance without risk, want proof you care without having to prove they care first. want you to reveal your feelings while their hiding protects them from having to reveal theirs. Want reassurance that's one-sided. That comes from you without requiring equivalent vulnerability from them. The wanting serves their defended position, serves their need to know where they stand without having to take position themselves, serves their desire for information without having to provide information. The hiding while wanting reassurance creates specific dynamic, creates them protected by distance while fishing for evidence you still care, protected by hiding while hoping you'll reveal, through pursuing or reaching out or showing concern that you still have feelings. The dynamic is defended, is them wanting to know your position while hiding protects them from revealing theirs, is them wanting information about your feelings while distance prevents them from having to be vulnerable about theirs, is them wanting reassurance that's cost-free, that comes to them without requiring them to risk, without requiring them to be vulnerable first, without requiring them to show their hand before seeing yours. The dynamic is fundamentally unfair, is them wanting you to be vulnerable, to show you care, to reveal you still have feelings, to demonstrate they still matter, while they remain defended, while hiding protects them from reciprocal vulnerability, while distance allows them to receive reassurance without having to give reassurance. The unfairness is what makes dynamic unsustainable, is what makes it serve them without serving you. Your vulnerability while they hide gives them reassurance without costing them defended safety, gives them information without requiring reciprocal disclosure, gives them proof you care without requiring them to prove they care. All one-sided, all serving their defended position, all costing you vulnerability while protecting their defended comfort. They want this despite wanting being contradictory to hiding. Want reassurance while hiding makes reassurance seeking impossible through normal means. Want proof you care while refused contact prevents you from showing you care, even if you wanted to. Want to know your feelings while distance they created prevents feelings from being shared. Want reassurance their hiding makes getting reassurance impossible unless you pursue despite hiding, which returns to first want, wanting you to pursue. But pursuing to give reassurance serves their defended dynamic, serves them getting information while remaining protected, serves them receiving vulnerability without offering vulnerability. Don't serve this. Don't pursue to give reassurance. Don't offer vulnerability to someone hiding. Don't provide proof you care to someone whose hiding is designed to protect them from having to prove they care first. Let them hide. Let reassurance be unavailable while hiding continues. Let them sit with not knowing while they choose to hide, instead of choosing to be vulnerable enough to directly ask for reassurance they're wanting. They want you to fix what they broke, wanting you to do the work of repair, despite them being the one who created damage through patterns. Deep down, they want you to fix it, to fix what's broken, to repair what they damaged, to restore what their patterns destroyed, to do the work of fixing despite them being the one who broke it. The wanting is them hoping you'll reach out, you'll suggest talking, you'll propose working on things, you'll offer another chance, you'll do the labor of initiating repair, you'll take responsibility for fixing what they broke through their defended behavior. All of this is them wanting you to fix what they damaged, wanting you to do the work, wanting you to carry the burden of repair despite them creating the damage that requires repair. The wanting you to fix serves them, serves by making relationship repair your responsibility instead of theirs, serves by requiring you to initiate despite them being the one whose patterns necessitated ending, serves by having you do emotional labor of restoration despite them being the one who created need for restoration through harmful, defended behavior, serves their defended comfort, lets them remain passive, lets them avoid the vulnerability of admitting they want to fix things, lets them avoid the accountability of acknowledging they broke things, lets them avoid the work of initiating repair. All of this gets avoided while they hide and hope you'll do the fixing. But them wanting you to fix doesn't create your obligation to fix. Doesn't mean you should take responsibility for repairing what they broke. Doesn't mean you should do work of restoration when they created need for restoration. They hurt you. Their patterns damaged relationship. Their defended position made partnership unsustainable. They're responsible for damage. Repair is their responsibility, not yours. You left to protect yourself. You're healing from what relationship cost you. You're building life that works without them. None of this creates your obligation to fix what they broke. Their wanting you to fix is them wanting you to take responsibility that's theirs. Don't take it. Don't fix what they broke. Don't do work that's theirs to do. Let repair be their responsibility if repair is going to happen. Let them initiate if relationship is going to be restored. Let them do work if damage is going to be addressed. Their hiding while wanting you to fix proves they want repair without responsibility, want restoration without work. Want you to fix what they broke. Don't do it. Repair is their responsibility. Hiding proves they're not taking responsibility. Let them hide. Let repair not happen. Let what they broke stay broken until they take responsibility for fixing instead of hiding while hoping you'll fix. The uncomfortable mirror. Turn. If their hiding makes you want to reach out, examine whether you're caretaking or respecting yourself, but examine your response to their hiding. Why does their hiding affect you? Why does their distance create pull to reach out? Why does their absence create desire to pursue despite their obvious hiding? Because if you've genuinely healed, if you're genuinely choosing yourself, if you're genuinely maintaining boundaries, their hiding should be their choice you respect. You shouldn't feel pulled to pursue someone hiding, shouldn't feel responsible for managing their hiding through reaching out, shouldn't feel need to fix their hiding by offering contact they're refusing. The fact that their hiding creates pull to reach out reveals something about you. Reveals you might be caretaking, might be feeling responsible for their emotional state, might be prioritizing their hidden wants over your stated boundaries. This pull is old pattern. Pattern of you managing their defended behavior, pattern of you doing emotional work they should do, pattern of you pursuing when they withdraw, pattern of you fixing what they break. Pattern of you taking responsibility for their feelings and their choices. The pattern served them, didn't serve you. Served them by making their defended position sustainable, by making their hiding effective at getting your pursuit, by making their distance successful at creating your closing of distance. The pattern is what you're feeling pulled toward. Pulled toward old dynamic where their hiding creates your pursuing, where their distance creates your bridging, where their defended withdrawal creates your anxious reaching out. Don't return to pattern. Recognize pull as old dynamic. Choose boundary over pattern. Their hiding is their choice. Their distance is their decision. Their absence is their response to you leaving. All theirs to manage. All their choices about how to handle situation. Not your responsibility to fix their hiding through pursuing. Not your job to manage their distance through reaching out. Not your problem to solve their absence through offering contact. Their choices are theirs. Your boundary is yours. Maintain yours. Let theirs be theirs. They're hiding. That's their choice. You're maintaining boundary. That's your choice. Both valid, both respected. Don't let their choice control your choice. Don't let their hiding determine your boundary. They choose hiding. You choose boundary. Both happening, both separate. Keep them separate. Their hiding doesn't obligate your pursuing. Their distance doesn't require your bridging. Their absence doesn't create your responsibility to offer presence. Let their choices be theirs. Maintain your boundary completely. Why the hiding? Serves their defended psychology. What distance accomplishes, that facing would prevent. Understanding what hiding accomplishes helps you see why they're choosing distance. Revealing hiding serves their defended needs without creating your obligation to accommodate serving. Hiding protects them from facing consequences. Distance prevents them from seeing your hurt, making damage abstract rather than concrete. Hiding serves protection, protects them from facing consequences, from seeing your hurt, from witnessing damage their patterns created, from experiencing your pain directly, from having to sit with impact of their behavior on you. All of this is too much, too overwhelming, too guilt-inducing, too accountability creating. Hiding eliminates the facing, makes consequences abstract, makes hurt theoretical rather than witnessed, makes damage something they know about, conceptually, rather than something they see concretely in your face, in your pain, in your legitimate anger about being hurt repeatedly through their defended patterns. The abstraction protects them from full weight of what they did, protects them from having to witness suffering they caused, protects them from emotional impact of facing someone they hurt, looking at them with hurt they created. Facing would require witnessing, would require seeing your hurt, would require experiencing your legitimate anger, would require sitting with damage they created, would require feeling guilt, would require taking accountability, would require them confronting that their defended position hurt someone who didn't deserve hurting. All of this is what hiding prevents. Prevents the witnessing, prevents the experiencing, prevents the confronting, makes consequences manageable by making them distant, by making them abstract, by preventing them from being concretely faced through actually seeing you hurting from what they did. The prevention serves them, serves their defended comfort, serves their need to avoid uncomfortable feelings that facing would create, serves their desire to not deal with emotional weight of accountability that seeing you would require. The hiding protecting them from consequences doesn't mean consequences don't exist. Means consequences exist at distance, exist abstractly, exist in ways they can manage through not facing, instead of existing concretely in ways that would require facing if they saw you. Their hiding serves their defended comfort, doesn't serve accountability, doesn't serve growth, doesn't serve them actually dealing with what they did. Serves avoidance, serves defended protection from uncomfortable feelings facing would create. Understanding this helps you see their hiding is about them protecting themselves from consequences, not about them not caring, not about indifference, about defended protection from having to face what they did and sit with emotional weight of facing. The protection serves them, creates no obligation for you to make facing easier by pursuing or reaching out or offering contact that would require them to face, when facing is what they're hiding to avoid. Hiding prevents vulnerability of admitting they want connection. Distance allows wanting without having to admit wanting, protecting ego from potential rejection. Hiding protects them from vulnerability, from having to admit they want connection, from having to reveal they care, from having to acknowledge they miss you, from having to express they want relationship restored. All of this requires vulnerability, requires them admitting feelings, requires them showing they need you, requires them revealing they're not fine without you, requires them expressing desire for something they might not get. All too vulnerable, too exposing, too risky. Hiding eliminates the vulnerability requirement, lets them want without admitting wanting, lets them care without revealing caring, lets them desire connection without having to vulnerably express desire and risk rejection of expressed desire. The hiding while wanting creates specific protection, creates them able to maintain ego protection while hoping you'll pursue, able to avoid vulnerability of admitting they want you while hoping you'll prove you want them by pursuing despite hiding, able to keep ego intact through not revealing feelings while secretly hoping you'll reveal feelings that prove they could safely reveal their feelings without risk of rejection. The protection is what hiding serves their ego, serves their defended position, serves their need to avoid vulnerability. Want connection, while hiding protects them from vulnerability that wanting connection would require if wanting was directly expressed. They can want secretly while hiding publicly, can hope privately while maintaining defended distance publicly, can desire connection internally, while hiding prevents internal desire from having to become external vulnerable expression. The ego protection doesn't serve relationship, doesn't serve connection, doesn't serve repair, serves them, serves their defended comfort, serves their protection from vulnerability, serves their ego remaining intact through not risking rejection that admitting they want you might create if admission is met with your rejection. Understanding this helps you see hiding serves their ego protection, doesn't serve relationship restoration, doesn't serve genuine connection, serves them avoiding vulnerability that genuine connection would require. The serving ego protection creates no obligation for you to make vulnerability unnecessary by pursuing them. Their hiding to protect ego is their choice. Your maintaining boundary, despite their hiding, is your choice. Both valid, both serving different people. Only yours serves you. Choose yours. Hiding maintains illusion of control. Staying absent prevents them from experiencing powerlessness they'd feel if they reached out and you rejected contact. Hiding creates illusion of control. Illusion that they're choosing distance rather than experiencing distance being chosen by you. Illusion that hiding is their decision, rather than hiding being response to you leaving. Illusion that they're in control of situation, rather than situation being result of your boundary. The illusion protects them from powerlessness, from facing that you left them, from experiencing that you chose yourself over relationship with them, from confronting that they're not in control. You are. You're the one who left. You're the one who set boundary. You're the one who's maintaining distance through your choice. They're responding to your choice, responding by hiding. But hiding creates illusion that distance is their choice, that they're choosing absence, that they're in control through choosing to hide. Maintaining illusion protects them from powerlessness. Powerlessness is their core wound, is what defended position exists to prevent experiencing, is feeling they avoid at all costs. Your leaving triggered powerlessness, triggered them experiencing they couldn't control you leaving, couldn't prevent you choosing yourself, couldn't maintain relationship through their defended position. Experiencing powerlessness is unbearable. Hiding provides escape, provides illusion that they're choosing. They're in control. They're deciding to hide rather than you, deciding they're not worth pursuing. The illusion protects from wound, protects from facing powerlessness, protects from experiencing that you have power, power to leave, power to maintain boundary, power to not pursue them despite their hiding. But illusion is false. Reality is, you left. You set boundary. You're maintaining distance. They're hiding in response to your choices. They're not in control. You are. Your boundary is what's creating distance. Their hiding is response to your boundary, not cause of distance. Understanding this helps you see hiding maintains false illusion that serves their wound protection. Doesn't change reality that you're the one who left and you're the one maintaining boundary, and they're the one responding to your boundary through hiding. The illusion serves them, doesn't create truth, doesn't create your obligation to participate in illusion by pursuing them as if they're in control. They're not in control. You are. Maintain your control. Maintain your boundary. Let their hiding maintain their illusion if illusion serves their wound protection. Doesn't change your boundary. Doesn't create your obligation to pursue. Doesn't affect your maintaining distance that serves your healing. What you should do when they're hiding, while wanting, responding without accommodating defended strategy. Understanding they're hiding while wanting helps you respond appropriately, maintaining boundary without participating in their defended dynamic. Respect the hiding they've chosen, honoring their distance regardless of what they want beneath distance, refusing to pursue someone who's refusing contact. They chose hiding, chose distance, chose absence. Respect their choice. Honor their distance. Let hiding be hiding. Don't pursue someone who's hiding. Don't reach out to someone refusing contact. Don't violate boundary they created. Don't close distance they're maintaining. Respecting their hiding serves multiple purposes. Serves by honoring boundaries even when boundaries are defended strategies. Serves by refusing to participate in dynamic where their hiding is rewarded with your pursuit. Serves by teaching them hiding doesn't create your pursuing. Serves by maintaining your boundary while respecting theirs, even though theirs is defended and yours is healthy. The respecting protects you from pursuing someone who hurt you, protects you from chasing someone who's hiding after hurting you, protects you from participating in dynamic where you do emotional work of bridging distance they created, protects you from old pattern where their withdrawal creates your pursuit, protects you from being pulled back into relationship with person who's hiding instead of facing, avoiding instead of addressing, wanting you to fix what they broke instead of taking responsibility for fixing. The protecting serves you, serves your healing, serves your boundary, serves your choice to not participate in defended dynamics that serve them without serving you. Respect their hiding. Let distance be distance. Let absence be absence. Let their choice to hide be their choice you honor by not pursuing. They're hiding. That's their boundary. You're maintaining distance. That's your boundary. Both boundaries exist. Both deserve respect. Respect theirs by not pursuing. Maintain yours by not engaging. Both happening. Both serving different purposes. Theirs serves their defended protection. Yours serves your healing. Only yours is your responsibility. Maintain yours. Respect theirs. Let both exist without either creating obligation to accommodate the other. Don't provide reassurance to someone hiding, refusing to reward hiding with emotional availability. Teaching them hiding doesn't create your caretaking. They want reassurance, want it while hiding, want proof you care without having to prove they care, want your emotional availability without offering theirs. Don't provide it. Don't give reassurance to someone hiding. Don't offer emotional availability to someone refusing contact. Don't prove you care to someone whose hiding is designed to protect them from having to prove they care first. The not providing serves important purpose. Serves by refusing to reward hiding with reassurance. Serves by teaching them hiding doesn't create your emotional caretaking. Serves by maintaining boundary that says, I don't provide emotional availability to people who are unavailable. I don't give reassurance to people who are hiding. I don't prove I care to people who won't prove they care first through being available and facing me instead of hiding and hoping I'll pursue. The teaching is what not providing accomplishes. Teaches them defended hiding doesn't produce your pursuing reassurance. Teaches them distance doesn't create your bridging. Teaches them absence doesn't result in your reaching out to prove you care. The teaching breaks pattern, breaks old dynamic, where their defended behavior creates your caretaking response, where their hiding creates your pursuing, where their wanting creates your providing, even when wanting is hidden and providing requires you doing all emotional work. Break the pattern. Don't provide reassurance. Don't offer emotional availability. Don't prove you care. Let them hide. Let hiding result in distance. Let distance mean absence of reassurance. Let absence of reassurance be natural consequence of their choosing to hide instead of choosing to face. The consequence teaches that hiding costs them connection, costs them reassurance, costs them proof you care, costs them relationship, all appropriate costs, all natural results of choosing distance over facing. Let them experience costs. Let hiding result in actual distance instead of distance being bridged by your pursuit. Let them learn hiding produces distance, not pursuit. The learning might eventually motivate different choice, might motivate facing instead of hiding, might motivate vulnerability instead of defended distance, might motivate them taking responsibility for fixing instead of hiding while hoping you fix. But learning only occurs if you don't provide reassurance that prevents learning. Don't provide. Let them learn. Let hiding produce its natural consequence. Distance without reassurance. Absence without pursuit. Separation without your doing work to bridge. Maintain your boundary regardless of their hidden wants. Their wanting beneath hiding doesn't obligate your pursuing, keeping your healing prioritized over their defended needs. They want beneath the hiding, want you to pursue, want you to feel guilty, want reassurance, want you to fix. All these wants exist beneath their hiding. None create your obligation. None require your response. None obligate your accommodating. Their wanting doesn't control your choosing. Their desires don't determine your boundaries. Their hidden needs don't create your responsibility. They want things. You maintain boundary. Both happening. Both valid. Only yours is yours to honor. Honor your boundary. Maintain your healing. Prioritize your well-being over their hidden defended wants. Your boundary is, I don't pursue people who hurt me and are now hiding. I don't provide reassurance to people refusing contact. I don't do work of fixing what someone else broke. I don't participate in defended dynamics where hiding is rewarded with pursuit. I maintain distance that protects my healing. I choose myself over someone who's choosing hiding over facing. This boundary serves you, serves your healing, serves your well-being, serves your future. Their wants serve them, serve their defended position, serve their ego protection, serve their avoidance. Let their wants serve them without affecting your boundary. Maintain your boundary completely, regardless of what they want beneath hiding, regardless of whether wants are understandable, regardless of whether psychology explains wants. Understanding their wants doesn't create obligation to provide what's wanted. Maintain boundary. Choose healing. Prioritize yourself. Their wants and your boundary, both existing. Only yours serves you. Choose yours completely. The permanent truth about what they want. While hiding, they hurt you. Now they're hiding. The hiding looks like indifference, looks like they don't care, looks like they moved on without looking back. But beneath hiding is wanting. Specific wants. Their hiding protects them from having to directly admit. They want you to pursue despite hiding. Want you to feel guilty for leaving. Want reassurance you still care without having to be vulnerable first. Want you to fix what they broke. All wants existing beneath defended hiding. All wants serving their defended position. All wants requiring you to accommodate their defended strategy while they remain protected by distance. Understanding what they want helps you see what's actually happening. Helps you recognize hiding isn't indifference, is defended protection. Helps you see they're not fine, they're hiding because facing feels too costly. Helps you understand they want things from you even while hiding from you. The understanding validates you. Validates that their hiding doesn't mean you didn't matter, doesn't mean they don't care, doesn't mean your impact was minimal. Hiding proves opposite, proves you mattered enough that facing feels overwhelming, proves they care enough that vulnerability feels too risky, proves your impact was significant enough that consequences feel too heavy to face. Use understanding to validate yourself, to recognize their hiding is about their defended psychology, not about your worth. But don't use understanding to accommodate wanting. Don't let their hidden wants determine your boundary. Don't let understanding their psychology create your obligation to participate in their defended strategy. They want you to pursue. You choose not to pursue someone hiding. They want you to feel guilty. You recognize your leaving was necessary boundary. They want reassurance. You maintain emotional unavailability to someone refusing contact. They want you to fix. You let repair be their responsibility. All their wants and all your boundaries coexisting. All valid as separate things. Only yours serves you. Only yours is yours to maintain. Choose yours. Maintain it. Regardless of their wants. Regardless of their hiding. Regardless of what they desire beneath defended distance. They're hiding while wanting. Let them hide. Let wanting remain hidden. Let hidden wants be theirs to manage through therapy and through work and through eventually choosing, facing over hiding, if facing is what they choose. Let hiding produce distance. Let distance be natural consequence of hiding. Let consequence teach what your pursuing would prevent from being taught. That hiding costs connection. That distance produces absence. That defended strategies don't create your pursuit. They chose hiding. You choose boundary. Both choices. Both maintained. Only yours determines your well-being. Maintain yours completely. Regardless of what they want beneath hiding they chose, their wants exist. Your boundary exists. Both true. Only second serves you. Choose it. Live it. Maintain it while they hide. They're hiding in your boundary, both permanent until they choose facing over hiding. Only their choosing can change their hiding. Only your choosing determines your boundary. Choose your boundary. Protect your healing. Maintain your distance. Let them hide. Let hiding be theirs to end through facing, if facing ever becomes choice they make. Until then, they hide, you heal. Both happening. Only yours matters to your future. Choose it completely.